Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Biology Lab and our family of BioGoogle. In this video, we will see the basic things which are being used in biology practicals. So, when we come to biology lab, we need various type of instruments. So, we will see all those instruments one by one. Firstly, we need all those flasks, okay, for adding the chemicals, mixing the chemicals, or boiling the chemicals. We need all these flasks or beakers, right? It's a basic need of every laboratory, even biology lab or chemistry lab. After this, to measure all the chemicals, to measure the chemicals, to measure the reagents, to measure any of the biological liquid in the biology lab, we need these measuring flasks. Okay, the measuring flasks are available in various volumes like 100 ml, 10 ml, 50 ml, like that. We can have any volume of measuring flask. After this, we have the funnel. So the funnels help in filtering the any plant or animal materials. After grinding any material, we need the funnels for filtering the things, and to add some chemicals into the bottles that have a very narrow neck. Okay, after this we have a glass rod. This glass rod helps in rotating any of the chemical that is boiling. While boiling any chemical, if you want to rotate it or mix it properly, we need the help of a glass rod. So it's also, so these are the glasswares, basic glasswares like beakers, measuring jars, funnels, and glass rods. Also we need petri plates. Next, these are the basic things to test the pH. Okay, these ceramic blocks are used to add different water samples, and this bottle is the universal indicator solution that shows various ranges of pH. Means every color means every range of pH. So this bottle helps to identify the pH just by adding a drop of solution into the water sample. And this is the pH paper. These boxes contain a pH paper. You can see over there. So this pH paper contains various ranges, okay, like broad range and narrow range. So by comparing the color present in these blocks, we can identify the pH of any water sample. So this is the basic things for testing the pH of the any water sample or anything, any living material. Next, to observe the biological things like plant tissue, animal tissue, like dicot stem, monocot stem, dicot root, monocot root, or any leaf, we need the help of stain. Okay, mainly the acetocarmine, safranin. So here the safranin is cytoplasmic stain, acetocarmine is a nuclear stain, means to study the nucleic acids. The first bottle is safranin, and the other two bottles are of our acetocarmine stain, the nuclear stain. Okay, here this is the sealing wax. This is the sealing wax that is used to seal any of the bottles, any of the glass bottles. Usually whenever in any specimen bottle, when the formalin is finished, to fill the formalin and after that to seal the bottle, we use this sealing wax. Okay, next we need the test tube and test tube stand. For boiling any kind of solution, we need a test tube and test tube stand. Then to observe any minute object to a considerable size, we need the help of the magnifying lens. Next, we need brush to add the stain, to remove the stain, or to remove the plant material or animal material from the watch glass or the slide. Usually with the help of microscopes we use these brushes. This is the scalpel. Scalpel helps to cut any of the living material, plant material or animal material. Also along with scalpel we use a cutter and the knife. So all these three things help in cutting the things like plant material or animal material. And while doing any experiments, we need the help of needles, okay, to separate the things or to squeeze the things by using needles. Next, if there is any thin material like a leaf, just like paper, we need the help of scissors. One is straight, other one is bent. Okay, so when we take the section of any plant material, we need the help of watch glasses. So we can add a stain in one watch glass, add water in one watch glass, and to add material in another watch glass, like that. Okay. After adding section over there, by using brush, we will transfer the material to the slide and the cover slip. Okay. After keeping the material on the slide, we place the cover slip. We place the small glass piece is called the cover slip. Okay. So next, to add any of the chemical into any of the devices, usually in biochemical test we need droppers to add water, to add any chemical, to add the stain, to add any of the minute liquid, we need the help of droppers. Next, we need the help of forceps. Okay, so these forceps will help us to understand, to hold any minute material which we cannot hold with the hand, so it helps to hold. And lastly, these holders, test tube holders, will help us to hold any of the test tubes while boiling any chemical. If you are boiling any chemical for a biochemical test like protein test, carbohydrate test, any type of test, we need the help of these holders. And most importantly, we need the help of these chemicals or the reagents. Without the reagents, nothing is possible in our biology lab. So we need the help of many chemicals. So maybe in the next video I will make the list of all those biochemicals and where we use that. Okay, I will make name of chemical and the use of the chemical, means where it is used. So I will make another video for that. Lastly, we need the help of microscopes. Again, I will make another video on microscope also. So these are our registers, etc. And these are our pH papers, etc. And these are various charts prepared by our students. So our students of previous batches have prepared beautiful charts which are displayed in the laboratory. You can just have a look at life cycle of an angiosperm, plant cell and animal cell. You can see the fish, rohu fish, you can see the rabbit, and we can see the plant kingdom, etc. Also we have a plant specimen called the Opuntia or Pappus curly in Kannada in our lab. So with this let us conclude our video. We will make another video with any more materials. So this is enough for this video, and I will try to cover other materials required to our biology lab in the next video. Okay, till that, keep learning. And one more thing, if you are visiting our channel for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video, share the video to your friends, etc. And if you really want to know to learn other things, so please follow the channel, and if you have any more comments, any more doubts, please add a comment over the comment section. See you in the next video. Thank you all.